Hello friends, hello students. My name is Vishant Gupta and I take biology classes. Today my topic for discussion is the breathing and the gaseous exchange. We all know that we require energy. We require energy for various metabolic reactions. Otherwise, those metabolic reactions won't take place. Those that energy that comes from food that we eat. That food is digested, it is absorbed, it is being carried out via blood and is stored into the different parts of your body. That food is absorbed in form of simple molecules like glucose, monosaccharide, amino acids, glycerides, which are absorbed in your body. The carbohydrates, the saccharides, they are stored that in form of complex molecules. The molecule which is absorbed in your body is glucose, the saccharide. It is converted into glycogen and is stored in liver or in muscles. The extra amount of glucose that is being utilized by the cells for the production of energy in form of ATP, so that the cells can carry out the metabolic reactions for themselves. But how does that process that takes place? What is that process called? That process is respiration. That process is respiration. Respiration, it is a process in which those organic molecules like carbohydrates, fats, proteins, they are oxidized. They are oxidized. It doesn't mean that oxygen is involved or not involved. They are oxidized. We all know that oxidation is loss of electrons. Enzymatically means it involves enzymes. It involves enzymes in a stepwise manner. So respiration, it is the oxidation of organic molecules. It is oxidation of organic molecules in enzymatically controlled process, stepwise. Stepwise. For this, for respiration, what is required? An organ. And then organ from where you can exchange gases. See, important thing is, suppose, let us take an example of carbohydrate, a simple carbohydrate, which is the most favorite one for body, that is glucose, C6H12O6, glucose, C6H12O6. It is oxidized. It is oxidized to release carbon dioxide. This is oxygen. This is carbon dioxide and water plus energy that is in form of ATP. See, this ATP, this is utilized. This ATP is utilized for the various metabolic reactions. This ATP is utilized for various metabolic reactions. But where does this carbon dioxide it goes? Water, इसके साथ क्या होता है? And how does, if this oxygen, from where this oxygen, it enters into the body. This oxygen, let us balance this equation just for the sake of balancing. You might have discussed this in botany in the respiration in plants. If you don't know, we can take it some other time. So there should be, for an efficient reaction, we all know that aerobic reaction, aerobic respiration is more yielding, is more energy efficient, is more energy delivering to your body than anaerobic respiration. So to carry out that efficient oxidation of food, you require what? An organ. For SS2, the gases. For the easy intake of oxygen and expulsion of the waste carbon dioxide. Those organs, they are present in all organisms, right? It means like ranging from prokaryotes to eukaryotes, from unicellular to multicellular. So what are those respiratory organs? Respiratory organs they should have some characteristics so that the efficient gaseous exchange it can take place. Every respiratory organ should have these characteristics for the quick gaseous exchange. Like we all know that oxygen is required for the oxidation of food, for the efficient oxidation of food, and the carbon dioxide produced is required to be removed almost immediately. So this respiratory organ should be thin. They should be very thin, so that the diffusion of gases can take place easily. It should have large surface area. It should have very large surface area, so that the gaseous exchange can take place efficiently. Here, efficiently means that in a small period of time, the large amount of gas it can be diffused. Now where to carry that gas? See, we know that we have studied earlier in diversity that circulatory systems, they are of two types, mainly of two types. Mainly of two types of circulatory system are there: open type and closed type. Open type of circulatory system and closed type of circulatory system. This open type of circulatory system, here the organs, they are always bathed into the tissue fluid surrounding them, into the circulating fluid. Into the circulating fluid. But In the closed type of circulatory system, the circulating fluid, it never comes out. It never comes out. So in this type, the gases should be efficiently diffused into this circulating fluid, which is bathing the organs. In open type of circulatory system, the diffused gases should be efficiently diffused into the circulating fluid or the fluid which is bathing the organs. And in a closed type of circulatory system like us, it should be diffused into the circulating fluid which is carrying those gases from one place to other place. We know that in our case that circulating fluid is blood and it has RBCs containing hemoglobin. We'll discuss it later on, that what is hemoglobin, how that is involved in gaseous exchange, how the diffusion of gases that takes place inside the hemoglobin or outside that hemoglobin, how does it breaks down to release carbon dioxide, or how does it join hands with oxygen or carbon dioxide. We'll take this topic later on. So the point is that the gaseous area, the diffusion area, the respiratory organ, it should be in a close contact with this circulatory system. The fluid of close contact with the fluid of the circulating system or circulatory system. Only then, only if any organ that complete these requirements or that can act as if an organ that complete these requirements, that can act as respiratory organ, or that through which the gaseous exchange can take place. Or I should say that these are the prerequisites of the circulating system. So let us think what different type of circulating systems they are present in different organisms, or respiratory systems, they are present in different organisms. Suppose, let us make a chart of the organism and the respiratory organ. See, the mechanism of gaseous exchange will always remain diffusion. That is, movement of gas, any gas. The mechanism of gaseous exchange will always remain diffusion, and that involves the movement of gas from higher concentration to lower concentration along the concentration gradient. That will always be the mechanism of the gaseous exchange. Let us take an example of a unicellular organism. Suppose amoeba. The respiratory organ for amoeba, it is, क्या रहेगा उसके लिए? उसका सबसे thin part जो exposed है surrounding area को, that is its cell envelope. That is its cell envelope. उसका cell membrane है. अगर हम बात करते हैं किसी सपोज मल्टी सेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म की, किसकी बात करते हैं? सपोज किसी मल्टी सेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म की, सपोज दैट इज पॉलीफेरा, है ना? एनिमल आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट एनिमल। पॉलीफेरा में भी क्या होता है? देयर इज gaseous exchange via cell surface. There are no special organs that are present in porifera. We know about it. That poriferans, they have cell aggregate type of body plan and then cellular level of organization. ये तीन चार चीजें। तो इसमें भी गैसेस एक्सचेंज हम कहाँ देख रहे हैं? बॉडी सरफेस से हो रहा है। गैसेस एक्सचेंज इज टेकिंग प्लेस वाया सेल सरफेस। उसके बाद let us see an example of some other multicellular organisms. Poriferans, after poriferans, you have Cylindrata. Cylindrata. What kind of organisms? What kind of organisms are these? These are higher than poriferans. These are higher than poriferans. These have tissue level of organization, and we see that in Cylindrata also the respiration takes place through free body surface. The similar is the case with flatworms. Similar case for Escalmenthus. We don't talk much about respiratory organs because these are mostly parasites. But the gaseous exchange, if take place, that also take place through the body surface. In annelids, again we know that annelids like earthworm, the skin is moist, skin is thin. For what? For the gaseous exchange. So the gaseous exchange, it is thin, and in case of arthropods, insects or organisms with arthropods are mostly insects, or these are what? Organisms with these are organisms with chitinous exoskeleton. These are organisms with chitinous exoskeleton. So the body is covered, it is hard. Gaseous exchange cannot take place directly through the body surface as we have seen till annelids. So these are the organisms in which the specialized respiratory organs, they are seen. Like you might have studied about spiracles in cockroach. They have studied that in 10th class, I think. Or we have tracheal respiration in them. And in aquatic arthropods, we have gills, book gills, book lungs. All these have very large surface area. They are very thin and they are moist. So one more thing, that is usually the flow of the water for aquatic forms, that is opposite to the flow of the circulating fluid in the aquatic forms. After arthropods, we are clear that the mechanism of respiration, it is always the diffusion of gases. For like after arthropods, we have mollusks. Mollusks, they have what? Special respiratory organ, that is cnidia. They function as gills, feather-like. These are feather-like gills present in them. After mollusks, we have echinodermata. They also have brachial trees and in several forms. And in fishes, we have gills like this. In fishes, we have gills like this. These show the extensive surface area. The water which is present outside, it has dissolved gases in it. This tissue fluid, the circulating fluid, it also has different gases dissolved in it. These gases are obviously the metabolic gases. So gases, they move according to their concentration gradient across this membrane, across this gill membrane. So gills, they are the respiratory organs in fishes. Like after gills, we have forms which can live on water as well as land. They are amphibians. For example,